And we're back. Last time on Shadowdark, our heroes ventured into the northern mine to put a stop to the spider threat. But sadly, our team could not stop being poisoned and some traps went off. We lost Bedivere, our fighter, so we have done some re-rolling. We are creating some new characters so that way we can continue on our adventure. Shadowdark is a lethal game, and that's kind of why we love it. We love and hate to see it. So I did roll up a new fighter, this time a dwarf, so he would actually have some hit points. You get to roll with advantage, so he did end up with 9. The first die I rolled was a 1, and the next one I rolled was a 7, so I was actually really glad to get that. His name is Elgin. He is the dwarf fighter. Renus of Last Adventure's Acclaim, we'll be using the red die for him. He is a priest, but he's got some pretty decent stats for strength and wisdom, so and con. So he's got some hit points. He is level 2, so he is one of the people who survived Last Adventure. We have Gina, another cleric. She does not have strength. She's going to be hiding in the back. She doesn't have the con to support her, so we hope that she doesn't get hit too frequently. Also got some new spells. We have Gilthanis, a new character. Now, this is a magician. This is a homebrew class created by Jacob Brown, one of the followers of the channel. We are playtesting his new class here today. Looking through the spell list, really cool stuff, a lot of support stuff. I like it. So sadly, he only has 1 hit point. That's just the way rolling D4 works. Okay, and Zaphael, one of the survivors from Last Adventure, also level 2. Only has 3 hit points. What can you do about it? But we did get Burning Hands, and last time we recovered a Wand of Web, and that went to Zaphael. So we might be rooting some things, not spiders, because they are immune to that, but maybe some other creatures if it comes up. And then we have our little barbarian Annie with 6 hit points. And so we're ready to rock, we're ready to roll. This is going to be an exciting adventure. Little Orphan Annie did get a +1 dagger, but she also has the short sword, so I'm thinking probably stick with the sword for now, but we'll decide later. All right, let's get started putting our characters back in order. As you can see, they are laid out before you here. Let's begin. We light up our torch, our first torch. We enter in the mine just like before. Now, we did encounter some merchants, some traders who were trying to harvest crystals, and the Baroness of the town in which we live has included our friend Gilthanis here, who is also a jeweler. We rolled that up in the background, and so he has been assigned specifically for recovering some of these magical gems that were located in the mine and that we were unable to get our hands on due to the fact that the merchants were in such high numbers. So hopefully we can get some of those this time. But for every 3 squares, 1 square is 10 feet, so for every 3 squares is 1 round. In Shadowdark, you're not tracking real time, you're tracking rounds. And so just getting through this space, we're gonna be burning off some of our torches. So what we're gonna do, Elgin, he couldn't afford any gear. He did roll really well for his gold, but we wanted to buy chainmail. And so everybody pitched in. And so he doesn't have any gear aside from chainmail, his sword, and shield. But everybody else pitched in, and we still have lots of torches remaining. So we're going to use Renus's first torch. Our first torch is burning. And for every 3 squares is 1 round. So 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds. Now, we're going to get into this space, and we are going to have a random monster check, because every time we enter a new room, we need to see if it was repopulated. Now, we've only gone 3 rounds, but let's see. On a roll of a 1, we're going to bump into something in this huge cavern, because it has been a little over a day since our heroes left this cave, and so maybe some of the spiders have moved into that room. They have not. So we're going to continue on our journey. Round 4, oh yes. So we're going to check out this room here, round 5, and we see that this is the room where the merchants were harvesting crystals, and it looks like they have picked this room clean. There are consequences to the random dice rolls. We can't always just say, oh, well, they left some crystals for us. No, they had the whole day. They were able to harvest everything of value. And so what we're going to do is we're going to roll a random encounter check to see if this room is repopulated. It is. What's inside? 1, it's giant spiders. Okay. So how many? 1d4 giant spiders. There are 2 giant spiders in this room. Okay, so we have come into the room where all of the crystals have been harvested. There are 2 spiders laying in wait. Now, let's see if they are able to be sneaky enough to avoid our team from even seeing them. Now, we have a 10. What we're going to do is go into the Shadowdark book, and we're going to open to giant spiders. We can see here the giant spider stat block. Stealth is a dexterity skill. They have a +3 to this ability, so 10 + 3 is 13. That is more than enough to beat a normal check. So what we're going to do is give the spiders a surprise round in combat. Now, that's not great. We don't like that. You know, what can you do though? These are sneaky creatures. We have our team up front. There are 6 potential targets. Oh man, here we go. This is why we play Shadowdark. All right, so we've got 2 spiders making an advantaged attack against our team. There are 6 targets. Target number 3. Oh no. One of our clerics. This is Gina. Here we go. An advantaged attack against our friend Gina. We have a 16 to hit. Gina has a very terrible armor class of only 11. Yeah, she is going to take the hit. So let's look at the damage here. It's a d4 of damage plus the poison ability. So let's roll that. She takes 4 points of damage. Gina is, well, actually Gina's level 2. She has 8 hit points. Okay, so she's going to drop down to 4. But here's the hard part. She needs to save versus poison. So this is a DC, con, or be paralyzed. She needs a 12. She gets a 19. She's not paralyzed. Okay, now we have our second advantaged attack coming against Renus. It is a 13 plus 3, so that is a 16 to hit. That is going to be enough to hit our friend Renus, who only has a 12 AC. He has 10 hit points, so he's not going to die from this attack. It's only a d4 of damage. It's 3 points of damage. That's not really what we're worried about here. It's him being paralyzed for the next 4 hours. All right, let's see here. 8, that is not going to be enough, so what we'll do, it is 8 plus 1. But what we're going to do is use Renus's, Renus is going to have a luck token because every hero gets a luck token at the start of each adventure. And so, wow, okay, here we go. We're going to re-roll this. And it is not going to help. Renus falls paralyzed for the next 3 hours. Our friend is down for the count. This is not the kind of stuff we want to see from a random encounter in room 1. But now we're going to go to the top of the round, and we're going to use d20s to determine, because Annie has a +4. She represents our team for initiative. As long as she's standing, we're going to get that. And so her initiative bonus is +4. The spiders have an initiative bonus of +3. It's going to be a close race. Let's see who gets it. Oh, yes, very nice. We needed that. We needed to go first. So we are going to do that. Starting with Elgin, our dwarf fighter. He's a tough guy. He's meant for upfront battle, so he has a +4 to his attack. He is the blue D20, and if he hits, he gets a D8 of damage. So he's going to pick one of these spiders, and all right, very nice. We have a 16 total. On the AC of 13, we do strike the first spider. Elgin has not come to mess around. He is going to do 8 + 1 point of damage for a total of 9 damage. Very nice. The first still has 4 hit points left. And then we have, Gina's up next in our turn order. So what will Gina do? She could cast Holy Weapon. And I kind of like that a lot. So what she's going to do is cast Holy Weapon on Elgin. Let's see if she can get there. She is the red die, so let's see. All she needs is an 11 on the check, and she gets a +2. She gets it. So Elgin's weapon becomes a +1 to attack and +1 to damage. It is a magical weapon now. And then we have Gilthanis. Now, this is the first time we have used the Magician. The Magician class, we're going to link it in the description. It's a support class, and the way the class is designed is the first time you cast the spell, the DC is only 2, and then it jumps up by 10 every time you cast after that. So you're limited in the number of spells that you can actually select. It's a little different than the Wizard, but the trade-off is that you're more guaranteed to land those limited spells that you do get to prepare. And so I'm thinking we are going to cast the Fandal's Mantle of Stealth. What it allows you to do is it allows you to basically hide in plain view. And so all he has to do, all we need here is a 2, which is impossible for us to fail. All right, and so we're going to cast that Fandal's Mantle of Stealth onto Annie. And now we move over to, who's next? Oh, yes, Zaphael. Well, her web wand is not going to work against these spiders, but her magic missile spell will work. So we're going to roll with advantage. She is the she's green. So what do we got here? 15, that's a success, and 7. So we have a success. Let's hit 4 points of damage so we can finish off that last spider and move on to our next target. That would be nice. Okay, can't find my green D4, so we're just gonna roll this one. We only do 1 point of damage, so it still has three hit points left. Oh, there's the green D4 tucked in the corner. Okay, now Annie, who is going to be stealthed out, will have advantage on this attack. 13, 12. Okay, so we have. She's going to jump out. She's going to jump onto the spider that has not been hit yet, because she is going to be jumping out of stealth. She might just do some like explosive crazy stuff and just kill the creature straight up. So she gets 2. Oh, wait, hold on. She is a level 2, so she's actually going to be rolling 3 backstab dice. Well, 2 backstab dice, 1 normal weapon dice. So 6 for the first, 4, so for a total of 10. 14, she jumps out of the shadows from Fandal's Mantle of Stealth, stabbing and slicing the back of the second spider from groin to sternum, ripping it open, ooze and pus and poison spit out everywhere. Now, it is the spider's turn, the one that has 3 hit points remaining. He has 6 targets. Against number 4. Oh, okay. But so it has a +3. That's a 12 against Gilthanis. Gilthanis has an AC of 10. This is actually a hit against Gilthanis. We have a D4 of damage coming at Gilthanis. 4 points of damage against Gilthanis. He is dying. He will be dead in 1 round. Not good. He has 1 round to be healed, or he's dead forever. That's not good. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, so, man, if only we could have finished off that stupid spider. All right, now we're going to the top of the round. We are the purple team because Annie is purple. The spider's going first. Gilthanis is dying. No, I don't want to lose my team already. This is the worst. Okay, spider up first. Who's he going to attack? He's natural 20 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Against Zaphael. Oh, no. We've got 1 point of damage and 1 point of damage for 2 points of damage. Zaphael is standing with 1 point of damage, but can Zaphael pass the poison check? If not, we will have to be using our... We're going to need to use our luck token if not, but it works out. Zaphael is still standing. Okay, it's going to go to the top of the round. We have Elgin. There's only 1 spider left. 7 plus... Oh, but this is a magical weapon. It's 7 plus 5 for a total of 12. That is a miss on the spider. Okay, and then we're going to go to Gina. It's all on the cards here. Gina, if you cannot pass this right now, we are doomed. We're doomed, Gina. Okay. She needs an 11. That is a 10 plus 2 for a 12. She is able to heal. Doesn't matter because he only has 1 hit point. Our guy is back up. Okay. Oh, let's see. Is he paralyzed? Did I make that check? Did I pass that check? He's not paralyzed. Okay, so he's back up. He's ready to go. Now we have... Oh, yeah, now we have Gilthanis. He's going to take his turn. How about we give him a dagger attack? Yeah, we'll let him make a dagger attack. Hey, he's going to hit. And let's see, the dagger is going to do 4 points of damage. All right, Gilthanis stands up and he stabs the spider in the heart. Now, evens say that there's a 50% chance, according to the Shadowdark rules, that there is treasure on random monsters. So evens, treasure. There is no treasure on this creature, but my team will get 2 XP because we are using the hunter mode rule, which allows for monsters to grant experience points upon death. Now, that was another round. So we are at 6 rounds. Okay. We need to wait a few hours for our friend here, Renus, to be able to recover. And so we can, how about this? We're gonna move down to this space. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to explore this room. Now let's look at the room description. We're actually picking him up and dragging him along down here. This is room number 8. It says heavy supports have been placed at the center of the space. Several tools for digging and finer archaeology work sit on a workbench. There's also no lantern. On the east side of the room, there's a large statue. It's partially covered, but it's dug out from the rock. Now, there's some humanoid figure with 3 eyes on the statue, and that the statue is depicting. And on the back, we can see that there are these 4 circles. There's a big one, a medium-sized one on top at 12 o'clock, and then around 2 o'clock, we have a small one, and then around 9 o'clock, we have another small one. Okay. And yeah, so this pattern. So we know that this pattern is going to mean something. Now, we need to wait 3 hours for our friend to recover. That's a long time and a lot of torches and a lot of random monster checks. And so we cannot do that. We don't have time for that. That would be a lethal experience for our team. So what we've done is we're gonna color in all this space because we have explored it. But just sitting around waiting in the darkness, I don't think that's gonna pay off for us in the long run. I think that's just gonna end up with us dead. Can we do it? We would need basically to burn 3 torches and then just run 2, 4, so 9 random monster checks. That's dangerous. All right, let's do it. We need to burn 3 torches, so this will be torch number 4. Let's see if we even have enough to get through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have enough torches. So, all right, the first torch we're gonna burn. And we'll roll 3 random monsters. No. Yes. Yes. Okay, so in the first hour alone, we're attacked by we encounter 2 different scenarios. The first, we're going to combine them to make it interesting and also to move things along. So we have 2 and 2. So we have a bunch of Sturges. A bunch of Sturges. 2d10. Now, Sturges are called stinger bats, I think, in, or like poker bats or something like that. 18. Now, our team is hiding out. Also, during this time, we are going to be, we're going to be like hiding our friend here. So he's not like attacked right away. So we're like maybe tucking him behind the statue, but the rest of us are going to stand tall and fight. And so these bats are thirsty. They're hungry creatures. And so, you know what? We got to go to combat. These things are just... they're so mean. So let's check out their stat block. Okay, they're called Stingbats. Stingbats, I love it. Okay, so we have darting orange insect bats with 4 wings and needle-like beaks. They have an AC of 12. They have 4 hit points, a little easier to deal with. They attack with their beak. It's a +2, and they have a D4 of damage plus the blood drain. So again, another unique experience. They can fly pretty far in their turn. And yeah, so I guess it's a dex-based attack is the way this works. So blood drain, attached to a bitten target, auto hit the next round. DC 9 strength on turn to remove. Okay. So we do have something that can actually deal with these creatures. We could put them all to sleep with Zaphael. We could web them all with Zaphael. Or we could Burning Hands with Zaphael. So really our key player here is Zaphael. We really need Zaphael to succeed in their check. So we're gonna roll for initiative. A lot's gonna come down to this initiative. If we can get this, we can win. Because this character is so powerful. So here we go. We are going to use our luck token for Annie. All right. So Annie has used their luck token, Renus, and one other person. Oh, well, you know, I've already forgotten. Okay, so how about this? No more luck tokens for the rest of the session. If you forget, you don't get any more. Okay, and so Annie has used her luck token to re-roll that. We are going to go first, and now I think what we need to do is there's 18 of these things. So we don't have a lot of choice. What we have to do is we have to sleep them. And so it's all going to come down to this roll. If not, we're going to run. Can we get an 11? Yes, we do. Okay. She steps forward, our elven friend. She throws slumber sand into the air. All of the stingbats fall to the ground. We get to coup de grace them. crushing them, popping them like little blisters. And we're gonna get 9 experience points for that. And here's why. Because you get half of the monster's level challenge value. And since there's 18 of them, we're gonna get 9. Now, you might be thinking that's a lot of XP for one encounter where nobody died, nobody took a hit. But think about this, if we couldn't use that luck token, if we ran out of resources, if we would have lost, that would have been 18 attacks coming in, everyone would have died. So it came down to one spell, one roll, and we pulled it off. So that is 9 experience points. That's gonna level up a little bit of our team. Now, we have a 50% chance that they had some kind of treasure, maybe in their guts, or maybe it was like hanging off of them, or maybe we hit one of their nests. If we do have treasure, so we can roll that up later. There is treasure. All right, and now we're going to torch number 2. We'll erase this right here. And roll it up. Yes. Right away, we hit another random encounter. This time, it's 1. 1 is giant spiders. Again, giant spiders. So we're now into hour 2 of Renus's paralyzation, and we have hit some giant spiders again. I mean, this is just, the numbers are just not for us. So we are in a position to surprise them because we're in a room that's cleared out and they're coming to us. Maybe they heard the commotion. And so we are going to be making a stealth check as a team. We are going to succeed. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna work. How about just Annie makes the check? Because the whole team is not gonna be able to succeed. I just don't see that as a likelihood. Let's see, Zaphael succeeds. Okay, cool. We've got Gilthanis. Gilthanis is not gonna succeed. We have Gina. So we have 2 successes, 2 fails, and then we have Elgin, who is not going to succeed either. All right, so we have 2 stealth in the surprise round. How many spiders are we going to encounter here? There are 3 giant spiders. These giant spiders are big. They are huge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give advantage to the 2 who will have surprise on their attack. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have Gilthanis run into the group of spiders standing by the door, and Gilthanis is going to cast, with advantage, Burning Hands. 3 is not going to do it. 4 is not going to do it. No, that's terrible. Oh, that's so disappointing. Okay, and then gonna flee away. Okay, and then we've got little Annie jumping out of the shadows, also attacking with advantage. Natural 20. Don't even need to roll again because it doesn't matter. You got a natural 20. We are using the explosive dice rule as per last session. Anytime you get a crit and you roll the maximum number on the die, you get to re-roll that die and add the original max number to the total. So Annie would be rolling 3d6 normally, but it's a crit, so we're going to double those dice. One of the spiders. No 6s, but we more than explode one of the spiders right away. There's only 2 left. The surprise round ends. We're gonna go to the top of the round. Great job, Annie, on her stealth attack, and the spiders versus Annie on initiative. All right, so we have a plus 4 for a 14. They have a plus 3, so the spiders will go first, and we're gonna say that he is not a target, so there's only gonna be 5 targets available. Now, since these spiders can skitter across the room, they are going to be able to hit any of the targets that they, because they can go across the ceiling. They don't need to like move around enemies. Okay, so let's see. We'll roll a d10 and then just divide by 2 to determine who they're attacking, okay? All right, so it doesn't matter because it's only a 4, but they were going after little Annie. All right, and then the second spider, Again, terrible attack. This time it was against Zaphael. But now our team, we're a little spaced out right now. We have Zaphael running like off over on the side, trying to get away from them, but not as far back as the rest of the support team. So we're going to have Elgin run forward into melee, and he is going to make an attack against one of the remaining spiders. We have a hit, but not for a lot of damage. Now, the magic spell for magic weapon is gone. It's no longer there. All right. It's something. Every little bit helps. It's for 3 damage on one of the remaining spiders. Then we have, Gina did really well with her support spells, and so I think we're going to stick with support, and she is going to cast Holy Weapon on Elgin. She's going to succeed. Elgin will have a magical weapon going forward. Then we're going to have... How about Gilthanas cast Cantrip? Now, Cantrip is pretty cool. It gives a +1 mod to one of the core abilities, or a -1. Let's say Cantrip is a +1 to the spell checks. That's what we're going to say for Zaphael. All right, and then Zaphael is going to... Let's see how many times I can say this wizard's name and not be annoying. All right, so we're going to have another +1 here. And a 9. A 9 plus 4 is enough to succeed. And so the spider that actually was hit already will take another 3 points. So that one's down by 6 damage already. And then we have Annie go invisible for the turn. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the top of the round. The spiders are going to go first. First attack. Oh no. That is going to do it. That is a massive hit no matter what. He falls. Let's see if Gilthanas can actually make his Constitution save. He is not only dying, but he is paralyzed, and he will die in another 1 turn. Okay. Then the second spider. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential targets. This is a 12 against Elgin. Not going to do it. All right, now Elgin is going to retaliate. This is going to be a +5 and +5 to the attack, +2 to damage. We have a hit for a total of 6 damage on one of the remaining spiders, but it still has 1 hit point. Not great. Gina is going to try to save our friend here. That is a failed heal check. No more cure wounds, and Gilthanas perishes. We barely got to playtest you. This is the struggle. This is the struggle we face with Shadowdark, is we're going to be losing dudes left and right. All right, we have the cantrip spell. I think should still be in effect because the spell was cast and it lasts for a number of rounds. So we are going to have magic missile go off with advantage. That's a hit. Yeah, we have a hit on the last spider. No matter what is enough to kill. Oh, sorry, the second to last spider. We still have 1 spider left, and Annie is coming out of stealth to attack it with advantage. She is going to hit. Possible to just eliminate it right now. Not with those numbers. 7 damage on the spider. All right, and then it's going to go to the top of the round. We have lost so many. All right, let's see. Yes, we have a victory. We're going to go first. Elgin is going to attack that spider for a total of 3 points of damage. It is not enough to eliminate him. And then we've got Gina. She'll shoot her crossbow. As a +2. Hey, it hits. A d6 with no additional damage. Let's see here. 2 points of damage. The creature is actually still alive. Let's make sure she doesn't have any additional damage on that. Gina is the orange. Yeah, no additional damage. Okay, and then we have Gilthanas with an advantaged attack. 5, 2. She loses her She loses her magic missile. And then we have Annie, which is a regular attack. 15, that's going to do it no matter what the damage is. We have killed the last spider. 50% chance of treasure? No. The hope was we could get through this with no random encounters, but we still have an hour left of our 40 minutes of our friend still being down. That's 2 more checks. Come on. No. Yes. Okay. Burning through all of our torches, the last of our torches. We are able to escape with most of our lives. Now, we did check out one more room, but the sadness of all the paralyzations. Renus finally stands up. We could continue on. This room had no treasure, but there was this strange circle pattern, really weird. That might come up a little bit later, maybe in the next session. We do need to roll up one roll on the treasure table. Okay, a D100 check on this will yield. Okay, a 25 tells us that we get a chip of an emerald, we get 10 gold for the treasure, and 1 XP for that. We are gonna level up one of our surviving level 1 guys. Sadly, Jacob, I did not get to play test your character very much before he died. That is the way of it, but I really do like the powers of the spells. I think we need to crunch down the length of them. The actual PDF that he has created is for free. It is going to be linked in the description. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this adventure. It was a little bloody. Maybe it was a mistake to wait for Renus. We should have just kind of kept on going. You know, you live, you learn. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.